Well, here we are again, another Melega auction, and this is a biggie. I know I say that every time, but this one is exceptionally eclectic and, I guess, diversified, which is pretty much the same as eclectic, but it's absolutely worth coming here and checking out. We're first looking at the local stuff here, Long Beach City. Mr. and Mrs. Lukens and Tuckerton Beacon, and this is kind of interesting. This is a 1928 poll book election, and this is another auction with a load of real fun box items. Those are the things with a bunch of items thrown into a box, thusly the name, but I find that's where it's fun to get some surprises. These are amazing condition, and these are original. Gasolina memorabilia. A lot of very fine photos to be had, including some more sober ones. Jacqueline Kennedy. A lot of Roseville. If you are a Roseville fan, this is the auction you want to come to. And then we have some depression glass. It's an entire lot. That'll all be sold as one big lot. Scattering of jewelry. And again, more lots. And here's some, looks like onyx pieces. For the Brewerina people. There's Jack Daniels. Exceptional number of decoys this go around, and some odder things.
Official White House photography. Holy heck.
Oh, there's a cool zap gun. But before I get
to some of them?
If I had my way, I'd bid on everything, but I don't listen to me anymore.
What would you do with it all?
Can't have everything. Where would you keep it?
Oh, look, there's Niagara Falls.
I'm here the night before previewing, and the best time to preview is first thing in the morning, and tomorrow it's going to be early. It's going to be an early start to this, I believe.
I only come down because I like the guy that cooks. I like what he cooks for me.
This is cool if your significant other lets you keep
You're
it.
talking to me? No, I just know him from here.
Yeah, I'm doing.
And cheese.
All right, I'm going to go a little faster here to get some of these things in. There's just too much to really get in a quick look through, so you're going to have to come early.
Get into furs and then go home. That's, you have insurance, right?
Right now he's staying
Mount
with his
Hawking
father.
gives you health
They
insurance.
do, but right now he stays under Ron's, under his father. Till he's-
And again, the photos are amazing.
Yeah, and Ron worked for the county, so probably get a job.
Nixon, and guess that's Brezhnev.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what the pay rate is.
So hopefully with this quick look through you can take in
He said he's always.
a glance,
Who's that?
a glancing blow of what's being sold. This is kind of amazing in that it's an early cranberry scoop. It's got to be real early because I have some of them going way back, and none of them look like that. And again, here's some of the Roseville.
So where are they,
Roseville is just fun to own, especially this. I love this pine design. I'm not even going to venture a guess on some of the decoys. I just don't know enough about them.
I know a lot of times.
There's all these postcards from World War I at Camp Dix, which is obviously Fort Dix, or I guess it's obviously Fort Dix. I assume it's became
I don't,
Fort Dix.
yeah, see, I don't think that position is civil service,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
And again, in fact, there's even an entire box lot of decoys that look like they could be cleaned up pretty nicely.
It's old.
I think it's old, but
See
somebody.
those pictures when his hand was shot?
Reclining Indian. This is, actually, I was going to say this is Art Deco, but that's actually more Art Nouveau. Putting it back to the turn of the last century. I'm not even going to let you look too closely at this because these are very cool chauffeur buttons in that. I want a bit on those. Believe it or not, that's less than half of what's showing, so now I'm going to have to really zip through. Whole selection of jadeite glass. I don't know if it is Fire King. Some people look for years to get that many Fire Kings. This is moving pretty fast, but I want you all to get a look at the
Responsibilities you have, you know.
the slew of items.
Right.
Again, I keep showing some of these box lots, but to me they're the fun, and the box lots are going to go early. The box lots are going to go early. Yeah, here's some crafted shells you might recognize. I recognize, that's for sure.
We're not going through some.
Somebody named J. Mann crafted those. Yeah, I did those a couple winters ago.
Use that room.
It's unfair for me to emphasize those. But if you wanted to get some of my carved shells, there they are. And that's a really interesting little play accordion. And that's, as many dolls are, a scary doll. Not the scariest. There's an auction here, couple back that were terrifying dolls. That's from a submarine. Check this out. That's a sub, I don't know if it's an up periscope or anything like that, but, or a tank. I'm not sure. I think it's a tank.
Definitely a tank.
Definitely a tank, I hear from the peanut gallery.
You gotta see the other half. You gotta see the other half of the.
And the rest of the tank is outside, correct? And here's Mr. Rusty Mathis as he checks through a Civil War book that I found very interesting. He always outbids me, though.
Trying
These are
to
all
find a copyright.
baseball, something or others. Champion Weaver. And this little thing here is supposed to be worth a mint. I'll let you look at it. New York to Paris. It's the Lindenberg,
Use your brain.
not Hindenburg, Lindenberg oceanic, transoceanic flight. Nice. Oh, I gotta get. Oh, check out that. This
Oh, souvenir. Watch fob.
Yep, watch fob for Lindbergh. Beach Haven Volunteer Fire Company. Who doesn't remember Captain Starnes? Was that the Black Horse Pike in Beach Haven Bakery? Beach Haven Heights Company. Tell me what that is and you can have it. Oh, and there's the good old Kepler. That I can relate to. Beach Haven Heights Company, not so much.
What's this a picture of? You know?
Linda Donovan's asking what that's a picture of, and I don't know, but I'll come and check. I probably do know, but I'm not gonna tell her because she's a what do you call those, energetic bidder?
What?
Yeah, you're an energetic bidder. Tell me that isn't.
Today from the island, did recognize it as one of the old yacht clubs, and I can't think of the name of it.
Is it?
That's what they said.
Sorry if this camera's moving fast, but I am amazed at the.
Hi.
How are you? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Good.
You guys got a couple of gas loops this time around, I think?
The lenses?
Yeah.
They're over there. Yeah.
Oh boy, the good old bank sinkers. And those look like they're fighting angels or something. I don't know.
High Point Yacht Club, does that make sense?
There's the Tuckin Railroad. Nice displays here. Are these rusty displays?
No.
No. That's the tickets. The whole works.
Marine Corps swagger stick.
Oh yeah, that's
Emblem on the end.
Marine Corps swagger stick. So if you want to be a Marine, if you happen to be Marine Corps brass, they're the only ones that had the swagger stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of scary, but this is when we used to have stripers. So we used to have fish in general, more depression glass. A couple ancient anchors. And finally, look who it is, the one of the producers of the auction, Dan Melega.
Oh, Jay, what's that arm from the tank about this?
An M57 tank sighting piece.
That
Sighting and trigger.
sighting and trigger mechanism. Wow. Alrighty. I know, this is almost too much to take in a single shot. Here we have nautical and a little less than nautical tractor seat. Yeah. Remember these from out on Route 72?
That is cool. Yeah. That's something you would like. Need a lift, it says.
Look at this copper washer
He records everything.
and manual. Check out this really cool child's saddle with the little brass fixtures. That was upper end back in the day. There's a stand for it too. There's a washboard to go along with the, well, they were outdated by the washing machine. And finally, I'm going to make a quick break for the end here because there's just too much to take in. It looks like a good old desktop. And finally,
What's that? Oh. Tree wheels.
and
This copper.
I swear that that's a
Copper.
Isn't that a picture of the band? Isn't that Robbie Robinson? You got me.
1812, it says, is it?
So there it is. It's going to be a huge, I know I didn't get everything actually, but it's going to be a huge auction tomorrow morning, Saturday. Please note that it's going to start early. However, even though it starts early, don't be afraid. Boy, there's some cool trench art. Check that out. If you can't get here at the earliest point, get here a little later. You can't check over the stuff quite as well, but the auctioneer holds it up and explains it very nicely. So, there we go. There we are.
Marilyn and I were wondering where the mason jar ended up.
Yeah, read and look and box on first.
See you tomorrow.